You again rejected his proposal? A voice came from your bag, but you didn't stop and proceed to take out your books from your locker. She came near you. It's the sixth time, and that dude is still trying to take a chance with you. You stopped and looked at her. But I'm not interested. You closed the locker and started walking towards your classroom while she followed you. Is it because of him? Why did you even break up with him when you can't move on? You looked at her. For whom exactly you are feeling bad? My breakup or for the guy whom I'm denying to go on a date? It because I have no feelings for him? Relax, girl. I'm just saying. Never mind. Do whatever you want. It's your life. You both again started to leave. When your steps slowed down when you saw the guy coming from the other side. Both of your eyes met, but then you looked away. Without looking twice, you walked away from there with Minnie. Jungkook looked back at the disappearing figure and then again turned ahead when his eyes fell on a post-it note which was laying down on the floor near your locker. He walked near it and bent down before picking it up. His jaws clenched when he saw the words written on it. He slowly crumbled the paper and put it inside his pocket before walking away from there angrily. Minnie and your other friends came near you. Yeah, today we all are planning to go to the club. Are you coming? You adjusted your glasses and again shifted your eyes to the book that you were reading. You guys go. I can't. She sighed and rolled her eyes. Come on, Vian. Don't be a bore. Come with us. It's going to be fun. Thanks, but I'm good. Always in books. You're missing all the fun in life, girl. They left from there when you didn't answer. Hey, can you give me this book after you finish reading? She is also a bookworm like you and also one of your inspiration as you wanna be top like her in everything. You smiled and nodded. Sure, I'm just about to finish. She smiled. Can I sit beside you? She asked, pointing at the empty seat beside you while you nodded. Thank you. By the way, I was looking for this book in the library, but then I asked the librarian and he said you took it. I was just too excited to read it and it's more amazing than I thought. She smiled. Then a boy came running in the classroom breathing heavily, but it doesn't stop him delivering the news he was. Guys, a fight again. The excitement spread in the classroom. Who, is it again Jungkook? It's so interesting. The senior boys are there too. Let's go. And one by one everyone ran outside. Your grip on the book tightened as you thought he would stop after breakup, but you expected way too much. This drama never ends. Sometimes I regret getting admission in this school. You looked at her. Oh my god, this is insane. They all were enjoying the fight, which wasn't normal at all. There were literally two gangs gathered together and they were fighting. How many times I've told you to not even go near her, huh? Don't you really love your life? He said, throwing a hard punch on Sam's face. And who are you to tell me that? She's not even your girlfriend anymore, so mind your business. Jungkook lost his temper and punched him few times, making his mouth bleed. But he wasn't weak either. He punched Jungkook's face, leaving a deep scratch on Jungkook's cheek that started bleeding immediately. Whether she's my girlfriend or not, but if again I see you sending anything to her or asking her for a date, I'll cut your throat. They both were breathing heavily while their faces were covered with blood. A teacher noticed them and he shouted while coming towards them. Everyone ran away from there trying to not get caught their faces in his eyes or else everyone will be punished. Where are you all running now? These guys have made the school a battlefield. You came in the library to divert your mind and also to look for the book you wanted to read for a while now. Eva also suggested you few books and those seems interesting so you couldn't control yourself. But your mind was towards Jungkook. You went there for a minute and you were so shocked that even after noticing you, he doesn't stop. He was beating Sam and you know the reason. Because Sam was asking you to go on a date even though you told him that you are not ready for any relationship. And also, Jungkook would never let that happen, and that's why half of the guys from school are afraid to even go near you. Although you and Jungkook are not together anymore, but it doesn't mean he would stop being possessive for you. He doesn't value this breakup but stay away from you because you told him to. 1 year ago, you guys get into a relationship, although you know this relationship would never be accepted by anyone because you guys are completely different from each other. But you didn't listen to anyone as you love him so much. You thought he would change after you guys start dating, but that doesn't happen. It was affecting your studies too, and your parents were warning you that if this continues, they will send you abroad for studies that you don't want to. So you broke up with Jungkook, but you still love him. He became more violent after the breakup, but you ignore him pretending like you don't care, but that's not the case. You still want him to stop all this. Suddenly there was a loud voice of smacking the door came, but you thought someone mistakenly slammed the door, so you ignored. You wanted to find the books quickly so that you can go back home. It was already the time to go home. Oh no, how I'm gonna reach there? The book which you were looking was on the top shelf and you can't even reach there. You jumped a few times trying your best. There was a stool right beside you, so you quickly stood on it but still couldn't reach the top. Sir is also not here. What should I do? You tried your luck one last time, but then you felt a presence behind you. You already guessed the person with his scent. He came closer behind you and stood on his toes before picking up the book. You didn't turn back, so he put the book in your hands. You noticed cuts on his hands which were bleeding badly. You put the book inside your bag and get off from the stool before walking away from there. He chuckled slightly and took a step when something came under his foot. He stepped back and noticed you drop your handkerchief. He shook his hand and picked it up. Was it on purpose? You got a little conscious to see the door closed. You walked near it before grabbing the doorknob and opened it, but it was locked from outside. What the hell? Is it locked? You were trying to open it, but someone seriously locked it from outside. Is it locked? You stopped as he walked near you and stood beside you. You looked at him angrily. Again, it's you, right? He turned towards you. Why you always think that stuff like these are only done by me? Because only you do such things. You again grabbed the knob and tried to open it while he scoffed. Do you seriously hate me that much? He waited for your reply, but you pretend to ignore him. Do you really think I cannot read your face? You stopped and looked at him. Then you must read how badly I want to leave from here, and especially when you are here. There was silence for some time as you two looking at each other, but you looked away after some seconds. Then call your friends, they will unlock the door. I don't have my phone with me. Again there was a silence. He sighed and slid his hands inside his pockets before walking towards the chair and sat on one, making himself comfortable. You thought he would call, but looking at him sitting comfortably, you couldn't control yourself. Can't you call someone? He looked at you. I'm in no hurry to leave, and also, everyone might have leave, so there's of no use. He leaned back and closed his eyes. So, are we going to lock here until someone come? Do you have a choice? You stomp your feet. Then why are you sitting silently? Can't you do anything? He opened his eyes and lifted up his head before looking at you. Are you asking for help from me? You clenched your fist and banged on the door. Is anybody there? Hello? Can you please open the door? Jungkook chuckled and again leaned back, closing his eyes. You kicked the door and walked inside before sitting on the floor. You were looking at him. His scar was still fresh, and there was blood all around it. His lips were bleeding too. You were feeling bad and wanted to help him because it must be paining a lot. You have bandages in your bag, but you can't. Stop staring at me, or else I'll fall for you more. You quickly looked away as your heart started to beat fast, while he stood straight and chuckled, looking at you. You're not a good actor. Here, you dropped your handkerchief earlier. You looked at him and noticed your handkerchief in his hands. You dropped it purposely so that he can wrap it around his hand. I don't need it, you said, looking away while he smiled. As far as I know, this is your favorite handkerchief. Why don't you just say that you dropped it for me? You didn't say anything and started looking away. He got up and wrapped the handkerchief around his palm. What if no one come till tomorrow? Well, good for me because I have no problem spending time with you. Because I don't hide my feelings like someone who still cares but doesn't want to admit. You got up and looked at him annoyingly. Can't you just shut your mouth? You feel no shame or regret after doing stuff. He knew where you were pointing out. He walked near you. If you're talking about Sam, yes, I feel no regret because whoever gonna come near you, I would do the same with everyone. He stared deep in your eyes. And you think you can win me again by doing that? He chuckled softly. I don't know, but I guess I already won you. There was silence for some time. I still can't believe you left me because you thought I'm a distraction in your career. He scoffed. What a lame excuse. You could have come up with something else. Why do you show that you don't care when everyone knows that you do? And who told you that? Who said I still care about you? We ended it long ago and now I have nothing to do with you. Really? If you don't care, then why didn't you accept that jerk's proposal? If you don't care, then why you are still here? Why didn't you move on? He knows everything because he knew that your love wasn't fake. You still care about him and will always. That shouldn't be your concern. It's my choice whether I want to move on or not. Really? Then why did you even love me? Why made my heart so weak that it can't stay away from you? You swallowed. He was looking at you. His eyes were moist. At least give me a better reason why you started hating me so that I can improve myself. I can make myself better to get you back. You looked away, trying to control your tears. Fine, look at me. Look me in my eyes and say that you don't love me. I don't know why you changed so much suddenly, but I know that your love for me still doesn't change. It is same. You walked to a little distance and sat there, resting your back against the shelf. He also sat on the floor, and there was nothing but silence between both of you. You slowly looked towards him as you see him wiping his blood with the handkerchief you gave to him. You were moving your toes over another while fidgeting with your thoughts. You opened the zip of your bag and took out the bandages and a bottle of water before going towards him. Shift a little. He lifted up his head and looked at you. He shifted a little as you sat and put the bandages and bottle down before holding his injured hand in yours. You unfold the handkerchief which was wet with his blood. He was just looking at your face while a soft smile appeared on his face. You always wear a scarf with your rubber band, so you took it off and wet it with some water before cleaning the blood. After cleaning the hand, you also cleaned the blood from his lips and cheek. While cleaning the cheek, you accidentally pressed it a little, making him hiss in pain. You just looked at him again started. Are you taking out your anger by any chance? You stopped and shot him a glare. No, carry on. You then picked the bandage and one by one put it on his wounds. When you finished, you looked at him only to see him smiling at you. And then you say you don't love me, don't care about me. It won't change anything. You were about to stand up, but he grabbed your hand and made you sit again. I'm sorry, Ryan. I know you have to suffer a lot because of me, but I promise you that I'll improve myself. There's no one who can love you more than me, and I'm telling you that I can't live without you. You told me before too that you will stop doing all this, but you never fulfill it. It's okay, it's your life. I don't want to be the one who control it. But this time I will. I will for sure, but please accept me. Give me a chance, and if I break it, I won't ask you for another chance. Will you let go the next time? I won't let the situation come, so there's no chance. Your heart melted. The reason behind breakup was so silly that you also never able to forgive yourself for breaking his heart. Ryan, you nodded. Okay, but only if you promise that you will never fight like this, never put yourself in danger, and also graduate with me. If you want to be with me, then be with me everywhere. He smiled and you felt your heart skipping a beat when he suddenly hugged you. He hugged you tightly as if longing for this. I promise to you that I would be always there with you. In each step, we will be together in life. I'll stop everything for you. You slowly hugged him back. Suddenly, the door opened as you both quickly broke the hug. What are you two doing here? He was surprised to see both of you inside the locked library. You quickly got up, followed by Jungkook. Mr. Kim, someone locked us here accidentally. Someone? Oh, it must be Teacher Han because he left in a hurry, so he might have not noticed. You smiled awkwardly and nodded. He looked towards Jungkook as he noticed the bandages over his face and hand. Did you fall again, huh? Jungkook bowed slightly. I'm sorry, sir. Mr. Kim shook his head. Why, it's always you. Now go back to your houses. Your parents may be worried. It's so much time. You picked your bag while Jungkook held it for you. He grabbed your hand as you both walked outside. Teenagers these days, they just need a chance. He shrugged his shoulder and locked the door again.